Do I look like an English literature student about to go to the Jaipur Literature Festival? Yeah, no, that's what I was going for. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about books. I'm sorry if this is not what you expected, but you're gonna leave anyways in a minute. So, books that I've read so far this year. First book that I read this year is Pyjamas Are Forgiving by Twinkle Khanna, on which I've made a whole video. That time I thought that I am in no position to review a book. I have no experience. I haven't studied literature. How am I gonna review it? Meri auqaat nahi hai. But now that I'm an actual college student, I'm rethinking that idea. And it'll be nice if I come across a shitty novel and I inform it to you so that you don't go and pick it up. That's a nice thing that comes out of reviews, right? So I will review books from now. So I give this book a 4-star because it was nice and entertaining and I enjoyed it. But is it a book that I will introduce to a new friend of mine, saying that you have to read this book to understand me? Is it a book that I will get tattoos for? Is it a book whose quotes I'm gonna write on my walls? No. So 5 stars? No. 4 stars? Yeah, okay. The next book that I finished this year is Elon Musk by Ashley Vance. It is a biography, so it's understandable that some parts can become boring and too sciencey and too factual. So it took me a while to get through. I've been reading this since a year, I think, but I only finished it now. And I give it a 3 stars. So yeah, it talks about how he built all these companies, PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, Solar City. What stood out to me was his equation with his employees. So the author of this book has interviewed one of the ex-employees, and I'm quoting them while reading this. Many of us worked tirelessly for him for years and were tossed to the curb like a piece of litter without a second thought. Maybe it was calculated to keep the rest of the workforce on their toes and scared. Maybe he was just able to detach from human connection to a remarkable degree. What was clear is that people who worked for him were like ammunition. I don't know what that means, but they've explained it. Used for a specific purpose until exhausted and discarded. However, if you want to understand the full potential of human brain and body, you can read it. I've aggressively underlined loads of things which I'll go back to and take inspiration from. Through this book, I also realized the importance of public relations and how that can change your game. All of his product launches are so theatrical. The image of his products in people's minds is very well painted. Next book is Murakami's Men Without Women. I picked this up not knowing anything about it. While I was reading this, I reached chapter 2 and couldn't connect anything that was happening with chapter 1, which made me realize that it is a series of short stories. However, I think it's too mature of a read for me right now because what do I know about men? Nothing. This is the first Murakami book that I've read, and I've heard a lot that his writing is so beautiful, so Japanese. Will I ever read another Murakami? Not until I'm 50. Messenger by Marcus Zuzak. This was gifted to me by our dear neighbors on my birthday. I haven't read The Book Thief, which is the popularest book of Marcus Zuzak. I've seen the movie. Book पढ़े बिना movie देखी. And so this is again my first book of Marcus Zuzak. How was the experience? It felt like eating a dry bread. Just for this book, I felt like the story was really bland and I didn't find myself really caring for the characters. The ending is supposed to be the main thing, especially in this story when a series of mysterious messages is being sent to our main character. And so the whole thing is built as if what is gonna happen in the end? Who sent all these messages? How, is the mystery finally gonna be solved? That was there, but I just couldn't get myself to care. However, it was an enjoyable read. I have given it a 3 stars. Those Pricey Girls by Anuja Chauhan. I was recommended this book. I was not personally recommended, but Books on Toast करके एक booktube channel है, and उन लोग को ये book बहुत पसंद आती है, so I got to know about this book through them. Again, link in the description. Check them out. They're very fun people, fun underrated people. ये book बहुत मस्त है. मतलब there's so much going on. There are so many characters. It is very entertaining. There is a rom-com plot, but intertwined is a news story, political drama subplot, because both of our main characters are in the news media. एक चाची जी है जिनको लगता है कि वो possessed है by their grandmother. So the Thakurs have five daughters. They're named alphabetically. We mainly follow the story of D and E. So E is still in school and D, मतलब उनका नाम D और E नहीं है, कुछ Debanji and Ishwari है, but I'm calling them D and E. So E is still in school and D just got a job as a newsreader. So we follow mainly D का story, but उसमें थोड़ा थोड़ा E भी आ जाती है. Obviously it's a whole packet of drama. It's very entertaining is what I'll say. Also, if this is like Twinkle Khanna and if this is Arundhati Roy, then Anuja Chauhan is over here in terms of writing style. It's not as complex as Arundhati Roy's and it's not as simple as Twinkle Khanna, but it's enjoyable yet beautiful and you'll understand it. Again, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was a fun read. I was very interested in it and I was hooked. But will I get tattoos for it? No. That means it's not a 5 out of 5. It's not like my all-time favorite. It is actually. But it had some typical rom-com tropes of, oh, we don't go that well. Oh, there's a misunderstanding because we've never had a real conversation till page 200. But, oh, we meet again and we are meant to be with each other. That is there. That is why I'm refraining from giving the 1 star, because I hate rom-com tropes so much. Also, it's really funny. I've never read a book and laughed physically. Like I'm reading something and I laugh like that. I get a physical a lot of times you just read something and you feel like, that's funny, oh, that's funny. But I'm reading it and I laugh physically. So it's really funny. Also the language is very colloquial. Listen, she says. Listen now, he replies. This made me laugh so much. I don't know. It's not even that funny, but it's funny. The language is really nice. हाँ बस यही कहना था. If you're gonna take away anything from this video is that you should read those Pricey Thakur Girls right now. Okay, bye.